intertwined histories, and it has always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome, folks, to the home of the Louisville Cardinals, L&M Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Watson. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense is up first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
The Cardinals will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And we got a quarterback here, Kirk, who's just trying to find his way. But the coaches have said they trust him.
Well, I think that's a big part of what he's able to do. And the reason they're giving him a chance to go out there and be the quarterback is he knows this offense. He's able to get this offense in good spots. Avoid the negative play is critical today for this team to win. Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Law. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on 4th down, so you try to get as much as you can on 3rd to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. The sure hands. It's Stewart. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Except for the 2nd quarter here, both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Moss. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Cardinals moving quickly down the field here. There's the handoff. He breaks free.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
The Cardinals are going to cash in this red zone trip. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
And the Cardinals line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Play action here on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football. And here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here comes a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but not before he gains the 1st down. The screen play works.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Handoff in a single back formation. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to do something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Grab near the sticks. It's Law. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curve.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And now the point after try to tie the game heading to halftime. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. It looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
The Cardinals will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
2nd down after that previous play. Ball handed off. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Kentucky 14, Louisville 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Back to pass. It's Moss. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the runner takes off to his right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Cardinals will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Takes the handoff. It's McGowan. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
What a Great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands and he dropped it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Quick throw, the catch is made. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Moss. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The Cardinals will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Gives it to the back. He's got the first and still going. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Leaning on the run game here. Here he goes. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. And they hand it off to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Kentucky 21, Louisville 7.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Moss. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion sets up a second down play. Wants to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. He hauls it in to the 25, still running. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So here we go, off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. It's a keeper. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. This is the kind of result, Kirk, that's going to shake up the rankings. But more importantly, it's a team that felt unrespected, unloved. They came out here, pulled together, and made a very strong statement to the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a combination of things. I think the unranked team, like you said, they came in with the eye of the tiger. They were locked in and ready to go. And I think the favorite, they just didn't respect their opponent. And when you do that in college football, you're going to get exposed.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.